Hello friends and welcome back to yet another fabric unboxing video where I will be unboxing fabric not from some fabric store online, but in fact from you, the dear viewer. I put out a call for fabric several months ago, a couple rounds actually, and I received so much that I have slowly but surely been making my way through opening all this fabric, and I got a couple hours today, so I thought let's sit down, let's open up some more. I've got my handy dandy thread ripper here to open up some of these packages. I will undoubtedly also need to get an actual pair of scissors. Actually, let me do that now. Swink, swink. All right, now we're all set, so let's dive right in. And the first one I'm going to start with is this one because I can see that the fabric is already trying to escape. So this is from Suzanne in Florida. Oh, and right off the bat, we start with some absolutely lovely and a treat for Canelle. Oh my goodness, we got, oh, she perked her right up. All right, we're gonna have to go give this to her. Should I take you? Yeah, let's go give Canelle this treat. Come on. Canelle, do I get something for you? Do I got something for you? Huh? Not that. Not that. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, you're good to go. All right, so while she is happily munching away on that, thank you very much, Suzanne, let's take a look at this super adorable fabric and read the letter. Hi, Shannon. Watched your fabric scrap haul video and had this retro fabric that two can see you making into one or several of those hand towel hangers for your kitchen, but use it any way you please. I'm making Roman shades for my window. I love your videos. Give Canelle a squeeze for me. And then she added a little thing and give Canelle a squeeze and a treat from me. Signed, Suzanne. Very, very cute. Thank you so much, Suzanne. Let's show everyone this super adorable retro style video. It is Orangerie. Super, super cute. And this, I can see why you chose these for your Roman shades, because it's like very cheerful and light. It's gonna brighten up a room, has a nice little vintage feel to it. Thank you so much. Very excited to use this, Suzanne. Let's get, as always, a little pile for the letters as well. Next up, let's go with Taryn Tranby from Baltimore. I recognize you from the comments section, and also take a look at that fun envelope. This is almost as much fun as opening the fabric, is looking at how people decorate. So we've got a wax seal of what looks to be a sunflower, and then also some, what's the word for this? It's escaping me. I was just telling Phil how we've done a similar technique on potatoes in elementary school. When I think, I'm gonna have to put the word up on screen here when I think of this style. All right, Taryn, let's see what you got for me. Yes. Okay, we saved the seal. Happy holidays from Baltimore. Oh, look at that, adorable. And you know, this makes me think of Bernard from the Rescuers Down Under. Oh, and I've got some very fun little pre-made hexies. Look at how adorable these are. And such fun fabrics too. Happy holidays. Wishing you all a lovely, cozy holiday season and a very happy new year. If you're, this is the first one that you happen to be watching, I put out these fabric calls in November and December. That's why there's a bunch of holiday wishes. It's taking me a while to get around to them. Nevertheless, I appreciate the wishes. Thank you for sharing all your wonderful creative projects with us. Please enjoy a few pre-basted hexagons for use however you see fit. The sunflower is from a tablecloth I made into a dress. The gator is from a shirt I made, and the rest are offcuts and scraps from my collection. Taryn, you have a great palette in terms of both color and texture. I really love the feel of some of these, especially these strawberries. The texture on here is amazing. So that's very exciting. Now these are smaller than the hexagons that I had been using. In fact, wait, I have some here. I continue to work on my own hexagons. So for comparison, mine are significantly larger, but That doesn't mean that I can't use them. I'm just going to find a different place to use them in. Oh, excellent. I'm so excited about these. Oh, we've got some skeletal remains of some dinosaurs. We've got this fun little witchy style print, almost like a black cat on the demi-lune. Very fun. Thank you so much. Going to actually use these to decorate for the moment. Adorn the screen for everyone to look at. Nice, 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 nice. Next up,
what's next is a word from today's sponsor. So with all this talk of fabric and notions, are you itching to try some new sewing, patterning, tailoring, or anything else in the world of creativity and making? Because if so, you might find today's sponsor, Skillshare, helpful. Skillshare is where we should all go to learn from real humans, actual creatives, and they have so many incredible classes that are taught by real people with loads of experience and talent. So I originally went to Skillshare to find a class to improve my drawing skills, and I was going to start with maybe a more traditional drawing course because Skillshare has a ton, but then this class caught my eye, creating an Art Nouveau poster in Procreate. Y'all know I have a weakness for Art Nouveau, and I've been following that, and it's been really fun. Jimbo is a great teacher. He's very calm, relaxed. He's got this great energy about him, but he's also very skilled, a great communicator, and he's not only teaching me about the nuances of Art Nouveau lettering, as well as what goes into creating a font in general, but in my case, it's also been a crash course in how to use Procreate, which has been very cool, killing two birds with one stone, if you will. And of course, drawing and calligraphy are only one of so many art, craft, and design skills that are available through Skillshare. So if you're interested in trying something new, whether it's for your own enjoyment or building a creative brand, Skillshare is the perfect place to get advice, information, and exercises from experts. The first 500 people to use the link in the description or scan the QR code here on screen will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare.
Let's see. From Kelly Jackson, company Cakes by Teddy Designs. So maybe Kelly makes cakes. Address? Where are you from, Kelly? NSW? That feels like New Zealand or Australia. Is it something South Wales? NSW. New South Wales! I was right. Oh, that's so fun. Kelly, so thoughtful of you. I know how incredibly expensive postage is from Australia and New Zealand both, so your generosity is much appreciated. Have to say your packaging job survived very well. All right, I'm gonna spread these out for everyone to look over, and then I will read your lovely note. Oh my god, I see a hedgehog! The balloon animals! The dogs! All right. Hi Shannon, I love your videos and you inspired me to get back into paper piecing. Oh, I love hearing that. Thank you, Kelly. I'm in Australia, so I've included some Aussie fabrics for your stash. Give your puppy a big cuddle for me, keep up the Rena videos, and craft my two favorites. Love, Kelly J, Australian fan. Thank you so much, Kelly. Okay, so first of all, the Australian prints are the ones that seem the most Australian. Definitely this one. Look, we've got a kangaroo. I think I saw, yep, some koalas. Another kangaroo, maybe a wallaby. I apologize, I don't know which one is a wallaby. Some sort of parrot, a lorikeet maybe. I'm never been to Australia or New Zealand, so I don't know very much about your wildlife. Oh my goodness, I just had the word for this and it escaped me, but it is super, super cute. And the colors are very, very fun. Oh, that's so bright and cheerful. I'm gonna have to look up what some of these other animals are. Learn a little bit about your wildlife. But we also see, so first of all, the dogs that I was goo-gooing over, and I think this one is my favorite. The balloon animals, it's so cheerful. This shade of blue is one of my favorite shades of blue, and I love not only just how fun this print is, but I also love just like the colors that are used. It's so cheerful. There's a lot of cheerful fabrics in here. We've got some lovely flowers, peonies, begonias. I'm really bad with flower types. I apologize. I'm sure someone can tell us in the comments what this is, but I absolutely love how cheerful these all are. And I'm definitely gonna have to find somewhere special to use these animals because I don't want to cut them up and chop them up so that you can't see where they are. So these are going to need to remain intact. Brainstorm where I can put them. Very exciting, so much fun. Thank you so much for your generosity and for your lovely fabrics. Also, I just love seeing the framing here. When I film these videos, I try to keep this shot looking pretty cute because I really like it. It's very symmetrical right now. So, without ruining the symmetry, let's take another one. This one from Ohio? Once again, I kind of had fun spreading everything out first. Oh, I see a lot of very fun, different textures in here. We have a good variety of textures, and we seem to have some notes to accompany them. Okay. So this note is from Judy, and she writes, Shannon, I enjoyed watching your video opening your fabric scraps today. I think we share a joy in vintage fabrics and notions. That's probably true. I make bags like Dawn Kim's, also on YouTube, using thrifted men's and women's shirts and jeans. Enclosed are 2 favorite scraps of wool from my jumper, 1980s, and blue from a jacket I made for my husband. There are scraps from my mom used in the late 50s and 60s. I think that's this pile right here. Grandma's fabrics were used in the 50s and 60s. The floss and seam bindings are also my grandma's. Hope you enjoy. I look forward to watching your channels. I am so excited. Okay, so this looks like the blue is from the winter jacket that she made for her husband. And we've got wool from her jumper, which by the feel of it is the red on the back here. Yes. So some wool from her jumper, some absolutely stunning blue wool from making a swing coat for her husband. Can we? Yeah, there we go. Look at the colors and that is so fun. It does actually remind me a lot of my swing coat that I made based on Claire's coat from Outlander. Mine was a little bit darker, but there was another choice. It was between the one that I chose and one that was slightly lighter, and the one that was lighter looked a lot like this, except in a herringbone weave, but they did have little speckles of color woven in, and that was what I absolutely loved. So very fun to see what maybe would have been the other wool had I chosen that. And then we've got, okay, from Grandma's Stash, 1935 to 40s, also the floss and the seam bindings. Look at how fun these fabrics are. I'll give you a quick rundown here on the screen of what we got so you can appreciate all these fun fabrics from the 30s and 40s. We've also got some very fun kind of satiny fabrics over here, which I always love because they add a fun little sheen to any project. You know that I enjoy mixing up my textures, both visually and tactilely. So that's a very fun addition. Thank you so much, Judy. I greatly appreciate your fabrics, the fabrics from your grandma and from your stash. The very, very kind of you. It reminds me I need to get a box for the notions, actually. All right, I can't find any boxes. So we have a notions tray, which will go just off to the side. All right, next up, we've got Diane from California. Thank you for having such a giving spirit. I could say the same to you, Diane. Thank you for having such a giving spirit. Love watching you on YouTube. You're the best. Signed, Diane from California. And I have the most adorable collection of tiny scraps, and they're already sewn together into these little patchwork squares and rectangles, which is kind of fun. Ooh, I think this one's my favorite. Yeah, very fun. Oh my goodness. I'm curious what project these came from because they look like they had been used or were going to be used or are the leftovers from a previous quilting project, and I would love to know what it was because they're very cheerful and fun. We've got some great prints in here. We've got that. I love the scarecrow. We have, I'm pretty sure somebody sent me this exact fabric but in a different colorway, so it's very fun to see it in this colorway. This one I think is my favorite. Something about the vaguely vintage vibes and the combination of colors just speaks to me. And then I also really adore the cute little rollerblades. Very fun. Thank you so much for these fabrics. And if you are watching, let me know in the comments what it was that these originally came from. Was it a quilt? Who was it for? Either way, very fun. Thank you so much for sharing with me your lovely giving spirit. Ooh, watermelon. Very fun, from Joe and Shelly Hill in Texas. All right, let's try and... Merry Christmas! Like I said, it took me a while to get around to opening these. Oh, and they're all individually labeled. Oh my goodness, that's so fun. Okay. P.S. We have a home that is 150 years old and needs a lot of work. Well, you clearly are both into fabric and into old houses, so I have to say, you're in the right place. I specialize in both around here. Oh, and you've sent me some horse-themed items. How did you know that I was secretly a horse girly at heart? Shannon, I have to say thank you. First of all, your videos helped me through a difficult time for me. Oh, what I don't love hearing is that my husband had a massive stroke July 14th of this year. I really needed something positive when I was getting so much negative around me. I have to say it was really hard to stay positive. I have to say you are one of the best. Thank you, truly, Joe and Shelly, November of 2024. Shelly, that was so kind and thoughtful of you, and I am very sorry to hear about your husband. I'm glad he recovered, that he is still with us, and I understand. I actually really do. What a difficult time that was. So I am very glad to have been there and helped you out through that time. And now I think we should take a look at all these gorgeous fabrics that you sent me. Thank you so much for the little notes on everything. So this horse fabric, again, horse girly at heart, was used for a blanket. The blue jean was used for the hair on the horse. So there we go. Got some of the hair. I love that. That is so fun, and it's a flannel, so it's very, very soft. We've got gray for my daughter's cosplay outfit. Sorry, I don't remember which one. The other two pieces are from bags I made as gifts. We've got a little bit of gray felt and some scraps from the bags that she's made. I love this red batik. Striking, striking colors. This is from a long sleeve shirt I upcycled for this Christmas. The small blue jean is part of the shirt I accidentally cut. I figured you could use it somehow. I just left the shirt as is. And I see more horses. Look at those. Actually, they match your card very, very well. Look at that. Trying to cut the reflection. Very fun. Love the cheerful colors. Love a good horse print and the cheerful red barn in the snow. Stunning. And lastly, a bag of stuff I wanted to pass to you. And I see some very fun and cheerful, like island beachy prints in here. So we've got this one, super cheerful. I don't know if you can tell on camera, the background's like a light blue. We've got, again, some parakeets going on. Very cute. Some toucans. The toucans jump out the most, but actually I kind of like these birds. And then we've got just a very fun handkerchief, tie-dyed handkerchief. Excellent, thank you so much. And then we also have some very, very cute, looks like iron-on? Yeah, iron-on mermaid patches. Those are adorable. Thank you so, so much for your generosity and for your positivity throughout this whole experience. Next up, Barbara from the Czech Republic. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, we have another one from Prague. That's so exciting. My second package from Prague. I feel so spoiled. People sending me packages from all over the world. Wow. Truly amazing. I think the theme for this is birds, because we yet again have some more stunning bird prints. Look at that. We've got what looks like a hummingbird. We've got a few different types of birds in here. Oh, that's so fun. This one's also stretchy. Excellent. Okay, let's take a look at all of these. Oh my goodness, so many hobbitsy colors, and they go so well with the bird fabric you sent. Look at that. Oh, it matches my shirt so well. It's very, very cute. A little crocheted leaf. Letter inside. Oh my goodness, what did I tell you? It is officially a bird-themed video because they have folded their letter into a crane, which I'm now like, I'm scared to open because I know I'm never going to get it back, but I really want to see what they wrote me. So, can I open it without destroying it? Your handwriting is very small and very cute. Thank you for all your videos, positivity, approach, and much more. I hope this letter finds you well, and the Czech Post or the American won't lose it somewhere. Well, don't worry, I have it in hand. I want to share with you a few pieces I thought you'd appreciate and a few I just enjoyed so much that I have to share it. So the yellow viscose right here, which is like, if you can't tell on camera, it's more like a marigold. It is a lining fabric in my black velvet bomber jacket. Oh my gosh, that sounds stunning. The red cotton velvet is a work in progress right now. I'm assuming, yeah, it's a very dark red. It's like a burgundy. It's a work in progress, and it might stay a work in progress for a while because this fabric is very messy. It's going to be a blazer with blue lining. It's about 75% done, but I can't force myself to finish it. Well, I'm sending you good thoughts and energy to like push through the last 25%. That's always the hardest. The Birds cotton jersey, the one I showed you at the very beginning, I make a t-shirt for my boyfriend, and I have enough to make myself a tank top. Super, super great fabric for this. This fabric is stunning, and it would make a lovely tank top. Blue Silk Dupioni, which is a fantastic shade of blue. I know you said you don't need blue, but it gives me a dopamine rush every time I look at it. I didn't need blue for my English paper piecing spring themed hearts specifically, but I love a good blue. It's one of my favorite colors, and there are plenty of other projects that I can use blue in, so don't worry about that. Green linen, I made shorts out of this summer. It's a great fabric for shorts, great color, and also, you know, linen, fantastic. We've got the green viscose satin that's kind of hiding inside it. I haven't made anything out of this. I'm afraid to cut into it. What if I mess up? If you mess up, you know, you're just going to find creative ways to fix it. That's what's going to happen. You're going to learn something in the process, and you might walk away with an even more exciting or creative project than you had originally thought because you had to problem solve. That's all that's going to happen. And then the red double gauze. I made summer pants this year out of this, and I love the flowingness, the color, and the golden details. Let's open it up so you can see the golden details. It's got these kind of embroidered little dots in a seemingly random pattern. Yeah, it looks like the dots are a little bit like scattered. They're not in a easily discernible pattern, which is kind of fun. I also included 2 crochet pieces I had laying around for a while. I hope it might add some visual interest to a crazy quilt. Well, that's very, very fun. Super cute. I especially love this leaf. Monstera, I think, is the plant. And then she finishes off by saying, say hello to Canal and Phil. I absolutely will. Thank you so, so much. I really appreciate these. And these are absolutely stunning and very hobbitsy jewel-toned fabrics that I cannot wait to use. So thank you very, very much for your generosity and sending this all the way from Prague. I'm so glad to say it arrived safely. Next up, we have Stella from Singapore. Ooh, I have been to Singapore. We spent maybe about a week there. We had a gig performing for Chinese New Year at the casino on Sentosa Island, and loved Singapore. Stunning. If anybody is considering going there, it is gorgeous. It is beautiful. Everybody speaks English. We talked to our taxi driver about the historical reasons why everyone speaks English. And yeah, absolutely stunning place. So much interesting stuff to see. We had some good hiking. 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10 would recommend if anybody's thinking about Singapore. Also, absolutely love that the packaging looks like it's very, very recyclable. What a lovely card. Can't wait to show you guys this card. Somebody commented on my last video that they were most impressed at like all the Ziploc bags that I had. And I have to say, it's actually been really, really fun getting all these Ziploc bags because I use them all the time, but I don't like buying them. So I do like to reuse Ziplocs as much as possible. And the ones that everyone has been sending in have been absolutely put to great use so far. So don't worry, they're not getting thrown away. They are being saved and reused multiple times in many cases. Okay, so let me show you this card because it is beautiful. So we have the card itself, the border is paper, then the green background is printed on fabric, and then the flowers, the stem and the name are in thread. They're like stitched on, which leads to a very, very hefty, very texturally interesting card that is absolutely beautiful, and don't know if you can see that, made in Singapore. So let's read the note. Dear Shannon, I really enjoy your videos. Thank you so much for posting them, and I've been really inspired by what you do. Oh, thank you so much. The scraps are batiks from dresses that I made for my sister. I'm from Singapore, and batiks play a huge part in my culture. I did not know that. I'm actually going to have to look into that. I'm very curious. Also, on the card is an embroidered orchid, which is they're often cultivated here in Singapore. Okay, that's so exciting. So I do have actually a few orchids around the house here. They're doing a little bit sad, but I love orchids, and I did not know that they are often cultivated in Singapore. So let's look at these batiks, which fantastic colors. Okay. So we've got this. I love the style. Now, when I think of a batik, this is not the first style that comes to mind, but look at the fantastic colors. We've got a similar pattern, but a different colorway. We've got some amazing borders here. Look at that. Very, very fun. We have this fantastic green base. There you go. Look at that. Look at all those colors. The style is very, very fun. I would not have known to call this batik, but I'm going to have to look into this more because I love learning about all the various cultural traditions surrounding fabrics. Thank you so much, Stella. We've also got, got this. The blue has a very nice border on the top here. Cannot wait to weave these in to some of my creative projects. Absolutely stunning samples, and thank you so much also for that lovely card. This one comes from Richard in the UK, from Shropshire. Shrewsbury, Shropshire. Fun! Look at those kitties. There are so many fun fabrics in here. Wow. Shannon, I found your channel a couple of years ago. It has been such a marvel to see your journey. Your makes inspire me to keep creating. I've been enthralled by the house renovations. It is so wonderful that you have saved that marvelous house. I've got a few scraps for you from makes I've done. Some of the fabric is new and others are from thrifting, but each piece has been used in one project or another. So let's take a look at this. Okay, first off, I think right off the bat, my favorite, it's going to be a tie between the foxes in a very traditional colorway and the colorway that I love, and the foxes that are looking ever so dapper. Look at that. Very, very fun. I do have a soft spot for foxes because everybody says that Canil looks like a fox. And they're not wrong. So I do love a good fox print. I think they're very like whimsical and foresty. But we've also got some other super fun fabrics in here. We've got these kind of random monster gremlin guys that are looking very cheerful and not at all nightmare inspiring. We've got a bunch of just fun, colorful prints. Got some kitties. We have some more like hobbitsy toned ones. And then a fantastic corduroy with a paisley print on it. Love the texture of corduroy. And a very spooky Halloween kitty and skulls, which is also giving me some inspiration thoughts here, actually. I've been daydreaming a possible project to use up a lot of these fabrics, and it might be kind of inspired. That fabric might kind of fit in there with it. So we'll see. Thank you so much, Barbara Young. Thank you, Barbara. This one is from Kate in California. These feel very much like some embroidery scraps, and there's a good hefty amount of them. If I need to do any sort of tree trunks, for example, this, just saying, could make a fantastic tree trunk texture. No spoilers there. Let's look at the card. Very cute flower print. So, Kate writes, I tremendously enjoy your content. I upholster and refinish furniture. That explains it. And when I recovered my bar stools in hobbitsy colors, I thought of you. I hope the fabric is not too heavy. Thank you so much, Kate. Like I said, people sometimes apologize for sending in colors that aren't super bright, but honestly, I have a lot of projects that I need like kind of mundane colors for. So I actually like it. I think they are very hobbitsy. Not at all boring, honestly. Look at all these different variations in here, and texturally also very interesting. So thank you so much, Kate. Don't worry, I will absolutely find somewhere to use this, and this is not too heavy at all. there's a package hiding back here. Let's see who this is from. Cynthia in Illinois. She writes, I hope you like the scraps I chose. I enjoy your videos. Thank you so much. Let's take a look at all the scraps that you chose. We've got a very fun textural, not gingham, but it's kind of like a woven plaid sort of pattern. We've got some very fun teeny tiny polka dots in a cheerful blue. We've got a very colorful Hobbitsy colors even, sort of plaid tartan going on. We've got some cute angels, some cheerful flowers. Ooh, that's a fun geographic print. So that's kind of fun. It's a little bit like trippy on the eyes, but I love the colors involved. That's very, very fun. Phil's gonna like this one. He does enjoy a good poker game now and then. Some cheerful strawberries. Look at those little guys. Lots and lots of fun colors in here. Ooh, cute animals. We've got some Christmas colored dog themed prints, which I greatly appreciate. We've got a lot of bright fabrics going on here. Look at all these fun blues. We've got some blue strawberries, some more geometric prints. Oh, these are very, very fun. Thank you so much. I absolutely love these. I see some dogs. Dogs dressed in human clothing. Good. Always love a good anthropomorphization. Very, very cute. Thank you so, so much. These will definitely make their way into my creations, and I very much appreciate them. I think if I had to choose a favorite, it would be the light blue strawberries.